This is the hoe that was calling Coretta's number every night, talking about, I know where mine at. I know you fucking bitch.
Keyona, help.
I can't even talk. Auntie Keyona, we gave you 20 minutes. It's been 45 fucking minutes. Let that lady her go.
Being fucking with me.
I know, I saw the video.
I'm doing this because she might look good to you, you blind motherfucker. Who typed that for you, Helen Keller? Who the fuck typed that for you, Stevie Wonder? Who the fuck typed that for you?
I like her.
Ray Charles.
Let her go. You remember you asked me to let somebody go? Let her go. Come on. It's been 50 minutes. You done dragged her up and down. Let her go.
Fuck that fat ass up. I mean, used to be kind of sack of potato built ass bitch.
I like both of y'all. I don't like when y'all get into it. Let her go. Come on. We trying to get your opinion.
You gonna put me up tomorrow? I don't give a fuck. Somebody please tell her I don't care.
Okay, but you gotta wait until Tuesday because you gotta hold the court case between
electrocuting her goddamn clitoris with that motherfucker. What?
Listen, you have a court case to hold tomorrow. Can you finish dragging her tomorrow during the court case?
Hold on, real quick.
Please, somebody talk, please. My mouth hurt.
Yeah, that's true. QL, honey, babies, we need you to relax. We need you to close the mouth and let it heal. Okay. Because remember, we have to go do our thing next Friday on your panel, so we need you to heal that mouth.
That is true. Oh, Auntie Keyona, I need you to hold a court case.
Love right there, y'all. So
okay, wait, Auntie Key. Auntie Key, real quick. Auntie Key, real quick. I've been following you for a long time. Okay, Auntie Key. Listen, I need y'all to
stop laughing.
No, I'm serious. Okay, Auntie Key.
I'm not trying to laugh.
QL, mute. Mute, QL, mute. Okay, Auntie Key, I've been following you.
Hold on, one more time.
Wait, no. Oh, Auntie, what the?
Hurry up and say it before she comes and surprises. Hurry up.
Auntie Keyona, I done told these good white people over there they coming over here to do this court case. Okay, now, what happens if they walk in here and see this shit?
Hold on.
I done told them you a woman. Auntie Keyona, stop it. Let that lady go.
Now,
Auntie
Keyona, what you gonna do if she pull up a picture of Tony?
Okay, Auntie Key. Hold on, Auntie Key. I gotta tell you something. I've been following you for a long time now, right? Okay. And I listen, love you to pieces, okay? But one thing I know that you abide by and you say all the time is your word is your bond, right?
It is.
You agreed and told me 20 minutes and you're done. Your 20 minutes is done. And your word is your... I've been timing it. I've been sitting here timing it, and your word is your bond. And you told me
that at 2 points in her life, some man was able to be in a picture with her. Now, this particular man looks like he's held hostage. You know how you said, I'm gonna buy you a PS3. I'm gonna buy you a PS3.
Why are y'all telling her to keep going?
Auntie Keyona, hold up, because you see, if I don't go live on Friday, it's gonna be because of you, because you gonna make me talk. Auntie Keyona, first of all, let that lady go.
It's over.
Is you done?
Hear the recap. So let's hear the recap. What did you recap about Empress's life? I'm going in the comments and I'm telling you, word is your bond, Auntie Key. I don't want to hear it anymore.
No worries, my brother.
I also need to know when you're finna do your court case with FW versus the people, because I got the clips from the Caucasian people.
She sack of potatoes did not have children, so that's not her son.
Please.
Sack of potatoes don't have children.
You focus when you having court.
Somebody said it might be her child.
Please.
No, focus.
Don't y'all ask her no questions in the comment sections.
Please, no more questions. Don't tell her keep going.
I heard Francesca mad because somebody outed her about her money and that they didn't give her the money that she needed. And, you know, like any other, when they can't, you know, get their money, they take it out on everybody. And so I think I think she was just mad because
So you
that one thing, and so
you just gonna keep sniffing her. So you just gonna keep going.
she just couldn't get that one thing, and she probably said, "Honey, I bet you think they know I need my fix, and they not trying to give me them $40. I'm gonna fuck them up, girl. Fuck you."
So what's?
Cause how the hell you so bro? You know, bro. Where the fuck we was at in a white frat house? I mean, her bro that many fucking times in my life. What is she? Gavin Lama new? Bro. Listen, bro. Girl, you is a girl. You is a girl, Francesca. You is a girl. Stop saying bro that many fucking times. I know some white boys right there at UGA ain't never said bro that many goddamn times. I know some white boys at Gamma Namanu down at UGA right now, and they ain't said bro that many motherfucking times. Fuck wrong with you? Who is Big Hater? Rosetta?
The hater, she just came back.
No, I felt the shake.
Leave her alone.
We got her Rusty. Her name is Rusty because the bitch built like a sack of potatoes.
Let her go. I don't like when y'all two fight because y'all my favorite auntie.
That bitch name is for the Rusty. Okay, for the Rusty.
I'm not telling her that.
I think y'all should just have a conversation to see what the issue is.
She think I'm an easy mark. That's why she think I'm something to play with, and I'm not.
You really think so?
Yeah, she do.
Damn, I like y'all when y'all together and calm and collected.
Okay. She be coming with those goddamn videos, bitch. You should know how to edit. You was there when they created the first fucking computer hole.
Let her go.
And that bitch was big as a room.
Let her go.
Big as you.
Let her go. Now I do have a question for you. What's your thoughts about Morgan addressing the whole Barb situation?
I think she should, sometimes less is more. However, that's her tragedy, and we can't police it. You know what I mean? Sometimes less is more. But I'll be honest with you. Anybody ride by this one thing right here, and act like they're gonna do something to that little girl. She ain't no little girl. That big grown woman up there. Yeah, I will be mad. Now,
but don't you think she should be more mad at her friends because her friends were the one that said she was?
She should, but again, people thinking about their kids.
True.
So when I'd be a hypocrite if I say Barb had every motherfucking right to roll by, ride by, drive by, whatever she felt, that was her kid in somebody's phone.
Exactly.
So I can't say this same thing about her. You feel what I'm saying? Because now we talking about kids' lives. And, you know what I mean? So that would make me fake and phony to say, oh, well, Barb is the only one that get to be like, oh, I'm finna F y'all up about my child, when it went on where other people, you know what I'm saying, children had to be taken to school every day. They couldn't go to the bus stop and stuff. So I get it, but I think a lot of this is just dredged up some real hurt. And she's spazzing about all of it. Because the other day they were cool. Barb didn't have any problem with them. They didn't have any problem with Barb, but now it's just.
I think the more they talk about it, that's why it's building up more. But I do have to say, I do feel like I understand what the both children should not be involved. But for me, it's like, let's be honest here. The reason why Barb snapped is because somebody told her a man had a video of her child.
That part.
Her friends never cleared it up.
That part.
And I do feel bad for kids because you got blame on this app and got really dragged on this app based off a lie.
I was actually getting irked with Keys a moment ago because, yes, some people are aggressive in the moment, but they still got a heart, right? And so to me, Keys was listening to Frankie be like, bro. And I think his heart was like kind of softening with every bro that bitch said. And so he was like, I ain't got no problem. And so she had to come up and be like, nah, nigga, you move out the way. You softening up.
But
it's like did us wrong. And she's the main bitch that did you wrong.
But you gotta understand, Auntie Keyona, it's the same thing when I be saying to AJ too, because it's like when you're friends with somebody and somebody do you wrong, you don't want to, really go, in with them because you're like, damn, we was friends. At one point, you was my partner because even
The
how
moment you have me, I'm just being real. The moment you
got me fucked up.
we all say some sick shit to each other. I ain't gonna say we all, but a lot of people say sick shit to each other in the heat of the moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the moment you allow other people to believe that about me, and the moment, like in all seriousness, where I'm put in danger, there's a jacket in jail, things no, and I mean no.
But there's a difference, Auntie Keyona, that's you and me, because I'm like that too. But there's a lot of people, it takes a minute for them to realize.
He has a heart. That's why old girl had to be like, "Move, nigga."
Okay. But I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of things I didn't like. I didn't like the whole let's talk on the back end because, again, a lot of stuff happened in the front.
That was playing him in his face, and he was falling for it too. Like, bro, let's talk on the back. Like, let's do it like we used to, bro. We used to talk all day, bro. Come on, bro. Bitch, fuck you, Frankie.
Well, I don't think...
go ahead, I'm sorry. I didn't see you.
No, you're fine. I don't think that I feel like he was being very easy about it and very like, whatever, say what you got to say. But I don't really think he was like even open to having that conversation on the back end.
Yes, he was.
Because at the end of it though, Auntie, he said, listen, because he's like, Keys, let's just talk on the back end, bro, yada, yada, yada. And then he was like, I mean, listen, at this point, I didn't even ask for apologies. I wasn't expecting no apologies. I don't want any apologies. I don't want to have any conversations with anyone. I just want people to be real and tell the truth. So I think he was being soft about saying, like, because they had already got into it when we got in there. They were like, hey,
I disagree, because everybody knows that Keys is a pop offer, right? Keys pop off, hence how that whole thing started. Frankie know Keys better than we do. They just both agreed they should spend hours daily for months at a time on the phone. Frankie knew that bro. See, let me tell you, and then some of you motherfuckers, I will give you young some bitches this. Y'all study psychology better than we did.
Yes, we did.
Y'all look at people's behavior. We are quick to be like, oh, you funny acting. Y'all motherfuckers know that motherfuckers bipolar, hypersensitive, aggressive. Like, goddamn. We just put a code on like, oh, they funny acting. I don't fool with them. Y'all have a whole diagnosis, prognosis, and everything else, and a script ready to give them their medication. But Frankie has sized this man up and realized Keys came from a place of wanting to belong, wanting friendship, wanting, you know what I mean? All of that, I mean, look at how he protects and goes hard for his girl. That's just not because he's in love. She's his thing. She's that one thing for him. Right. You know what I mean? And so I can almost guarantee you he's the exact same way about his friends. You feel me? I mean, look at the thing, and I don't want to bring this up in a way to embarrass him or anything, but look at what he was willing to do for his child and baby mama.
Yeah.
While he was away. Keys is a
protector.
A protector.
But I think there's a thing too. I truly believe that Keys kind of just, I don't think he was trying to fit in. I think it's because his girl wanted to, because he said his girl wanted to be, really a content creator and stuff like that. So I think he just kind of got along with them because it was his girl's friends. So I think even when a conversation is happening, like, you can kind of see, like, he's the type of person who, like, pops off, but he's a very much of a protector. Like, don't fuck with my family, don't fuck with me, but whatever you do to me is okay. And I feel like when Frankie was like, oh, let's talk on the back end, that's why he was like, yeah, whatever. But then I think it had to be reminded. I think when his chick came up and be like, hold up, nigga, like, y'all put my children in danger. I think when his wife speaks, that's when he gotta, be the protector.
That's when he brought it back. Like, you know what, you're right. I'm not pretending. And I think he had such a need to protect her. And he realized when she snapped that,
some real shit. Like, yeah, we're not gonna have no shit in the back end.
Yeah, because usually it's the other way around. It's usually Keys popping, and she's like, babe, chill, babe, and he had chilled all the way.
Correct.
He was Frankie ass, and she had to be like, nah, nigga, this is time to pop. This time do what you do. And she realized that Frankie really played all in that man's face. You didn't just be like, hey, man, they leave me out this shit. I went mad. Frankie, if you don't, I'm gonna. She didn't do it. Frankie didn't say, hey, man, like I said, I'll give Bella that. Bella was like, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'll see y'all motherfuckers on Sunday. Hope this shit don't die down by then. Woo. This nigga literally opened her mouth and said, Keys did it.
And that's the problem. So like all of this shit happened because, and I do feel bad for him. I truly feel bad for him. And I got to give Slim his props because Slim was like, hold up, y'all. He's not that type of person.
I have been waiting on whoever's going to call that out. That Slim
He was the only one that was in his corner.
Slim was the only one. A lot of us.
He stood 10 toes. Now, I don't agree with when he popped off at Barb and told about her daughter. I don't agree with that. However, that was probably one of the most passionate I've seen Slim whenever he was he went from the moment and jump when that shit started. He stood 10 toes down for Keys and said, y'all wrong for what y'all doing.
Absolutely. And I don't like what he said about that lady child. That was,
me too.
Oh my God, is Big Girl in here reporting? I don't like what he said about Barb's baby, and never will like that. But for a black man protecting another black man and getting themselves in the hot water, because you got to remember, Slim basically lost his platform for real.
Not just that.
Slim lost his platform because of a lot of other things. But
no. Let's call a thing a thing. The DEATH threats came after the child, and see, all those people came out after he did. The child was like, boy, I can't F with you no more.
But you remember Auntie Keyona?
Glock really threw him away. Kappa really threw him away. Even Diamond was like, boy, what you doing? Even though she didn't throw him away, she still was like, I can't let you over here no more.
But so that wasn't his first time. Auntie Keyona, you remember he used to get really, again, I really did like Slim, but Slim used to get really drunk and say some most craziest shit.
He did.
And a lot of people used to give him a pass.
I'm telling you, what he said about Barb's child was the nail in the coffin, because y'all got to remember that I still got the video. I'll play it in AJ's live tomorrow because it's on my tablet at my house, at my office. 27 minutes of him describing in full detail how he's going to skin that child upstairs alive.
That's disgusting. I didn't hear that.
And listen, nobody said a word. No one, everybody was like, man, don't, you know how Keyona is. They took it like it was nothing. But then when it was a woman who she was at home doing her, and her child was in somebody's phone. Everybody was saying that it was this man that did it. So she did what her mother did and spazzed the fuck out. And then he came to the rescue. So it looked like, how the hell you come to the rescue of somebody? Then he said the whole thing about her child. And then we all of us who didn't like each other, who didn't deal with each other, all came together. And that was the end for him. That was it. That was all.
And y'all also have to remember, Slim and Georgia Peach were thick as thieves. This is before Georgia Peach even had her platform. He's the one that pushed her to start going live. He's the one that kind of pushed numbers in her live when she first started out.
Let me say this. I told a lie. I just literally told a lie. Thank you for reminding me. I said nobody said a thing. The one person that got in Slim's ass, and all the people he dealt with and people that I love now and I fuck with the hard way now, that goddamn Georgia Peach got him. And I still had that recording when she got in his ass. She said, I can't fuck with that, Slim. You gonna say you gonna skin that lady child? She was like, I can't fuck with that. He was mad as hell. She was like, nah, you got to go. And she put him out.
That's facts. That's facts. But and then they kind of had a little bit of almost like a not so much of a reconciliation. I don't know if it was a reconciliation on the back end, but it was almost like a understanding with each other, right? Because Slim
Right.
was so free from the platform and like go on the panels and whatever XYZ, and people would be in the comments like, "Why is he here? He's just all the stuff he does and all the stuff he says. Like, why is he here? Da 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 da." Right? And afterwards is when that happens, before he even said what he said about Barb's daughter, when that narrative first started, and Georgia Peach was like, because that video's played since then, like within the week of like Georgia Peach was like, oh heck no, he's weird, he's videoing kids, and she's going in. Slim went in right after and was like, y'all not gonna do this to this man. And that's when Georgia Peach was like, I'm riding with my girl Barb. And F you, Slim. Like before he even went in on Barb's daughter, like I think that was like a day or so after. But when he made his stance right then and there that night and said, y'all not gonna do that to that man, Barb, I know you upset right now. I don't know what the fuck they called you on, but what I will tell you is this: you need to fact check what they're saying, because that man ain't that type of man. So I understand how you feeling right now in this moment about your daughter. However, you need to fact check this, because he's not that type of man, and he's not what y'all are saying he is. That's when Georgia Peach was like, yo, F you, I don't want to have nothing to do
Oh yeah,
with you.
she's bad. She's
Yeah,
bad.
but I mean, let's be honest here. I'm not. If let's be honest, I think Georgia Peach and Barb actually know each other outside of this app, so I can't really compare it to my friendships. Well, people that I'm cool with on this app. But if somebody who is close to y'all, let's say for example Keyona, me and Keyona, we've been cool on this app, and she's defending me a lot. I've said that a lot. If I heard Keyona spazzing out because of people who are in a friendship group that I've seen you guys consistently around each other, they come out and said that they have her child that was recorded and basically was describing it or making pages or whatever the hell they said they was going to do and making it seem like in a sexual way. My friend's spazzing out, I'm going to stick beside Keyona. Because what you mean, your friendship group said that. So I'm not faulting Peach for snapping like that. Because what you mean, you have
Not
my
at
friend's
all. I
baby.
think honestly though, I think Slim, I get where he, and I give him, I really applaud him for saying, hey Miss Brenda, for saying like, I'm not gonna let y'all put this jacket on this black man like that. But I think, and because it put him in the crossfire, so it got him called the PD and the this and it's just everything, right? I think instead of him getting in the crossfires, I think he should have tried to facilitate like some thank you
I
baby,
don't think.
I think he should have tried to facilitate
It it
some
it, it
interview.
definitely it
Yeah.
definitely put him in the crossfire, and that's what I say. Here's the thing: I in no way, shape, or form like blame Georgia Peach for what she did. I in no way, shape, or form blame. I don't blame Barb for how she acted in that moment that night, because let's be real. Somebody calls
They
my
woke that lady
phone
up in the middle of the night,
that
told her a man had
yeah,
been taped to
they,
recording her
somebody
child dancing.
exactly. Somebody calls my
I ain't
child
got
and
no
says
understanding
that.
for that.
Exactly. So I'm not blaming any of them for what they did. However, what I'm saying is, in that moment, like Slim was already on thin ice with people, and Georgia Peach was letting him in her lives and letting her in her panel. In that moment, because of him taking the stand that he did for Keys when no one else would, that cut off that last connect, because it wasn't the only one, but
Well,
one of that last connection.
the problem is this. Okay, Georgia Peach looked at Slim like a brother. She used to actually call him brother. The night that the stuff happened with my child, she kept saying, you know, I love you, you know, and she really broke it. She said, I want the best for you. I want you to stop this drinking. I want you, because you're better than this. She didn't like throw him out like the baby out the bathwater. She poured into him that night and said, you're better than saying you want to, unalive somebody's child. You're better than this. You're better. I want better for you, brother. So to me, knowing that George Peach and Barb is like this, knowing that Peach has a true, genuine love for him, I really feel like he should have said, Peach, let me call you. Let me talk to you. Peach, listen, he's not like, I know y'all spazzing and y'all rightfully so, But if you would give me a moment, I'm trying to get to the bottom of who really recorded this child. But y'all don't put a jacket on him just yet. You know what I mean? Tell everybody back, cause you know how this app do. They're gonna put the death threats. They're gonna do the this, that. They're gonna do the this. Just give me a minute. I'm asking you, brother to sister, give me a minute before it go too far. You know
I don't think people see. There's a thing, Auntie Keyona. Like, let's be honest. And if you guys want me to be really, really honest, let's be honest. Slim has done a lot for Messy Talk. I'm talking about put content creators on, build people's platforms. He was actually one of the first people who actually joined the Battle Talk and actually brought it over to this side. But I truly don't think people ever saw Slim as the mediator. And I feel like a lot of times, because Slim typically stands up in for men. Exactly. And he just says some of the outlandish things, I think immediately counted him out. So as fucked up as the situation is, I don't even think if Slim was more so, let's be honest, even Tea Time, I don't think even with if Tea Time wasn't one that it would just be like, she's a pick me.
Yep.
So
exactly.
I feel like if you have a notion or you have a stance where you have always consistently just defended fucked up ass men, I don't think you will ever be the mediator. I feel like even if, as fucked up as it is, even if Slim was to say, let me call you on the back and have a conversation with you, it's going to always look like, first of all, you say some of the craziest shit on this app, you're defending this man just because he's a man. As fucked up as it is, unfortunately, this time Slim was right.
Him because they were men. That's what it appeared to all of us that night. And that's why we were also, I don't fuck with him. So the waters wanted me to jump in any motherfucking way. But I didn't like the fact, when I heard the stuff he said, I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? But who am I to judge? A couple months later, if then I said some crazy, egregious shit about a child. So I don't have no room to judge him on that. I just know I did. You know what I mean? The child didn't deserve it. The mother didn't deserve it.
Right. And he's very hot-headed. And I feel like that's another reason why I feel like, although I applaud him for taking a stance publicly and being that one person in Keys' corner, because let's be real, like I can only imagine, I can imagine how Barb would feel, because as a mother could never, but you also have to take a step back and think of how was Keys feeling in that moment when he knows I didn't do this, and the whole app is calling me this egregious thing, and I've already been to the joint, right? So God only knows what this could do, and I know, like, you have to understand where he was coming from. Even though I applaud Slim for being that one to say, listen, I don't care what and who looks at me anyway, I'm going to ride out with you and I'm going to be in your corner because you need that right now. And I know you're not that type of person. I can applaud him for that. Slim is very hot-headed. And when he's passionate about something, and God, if he's been drinking a little bit, it's going to get ugly. And he's going to say some very shit to where it's gonna be like it negates what you're fighting for. Even if you're fighting for what's right, you've done gotten hot-headed, you've lost your cool because you're passionate about it. And
let me say this, Southern. This is what people don't understand, and I understand it because I am married to someone who has a criminal record, right? And he used to try to get me to understand this all the time. But people who have been behind there, they be like, I don't wish that on my worst enemy, right? So Slim, knowing what Keys had been through and knowing how far this could go, because somebody could call his PO, or I don't know if he was on paper or not, but he knows how they get down over here. And he knows how quickly an infraction can have a person back in there. Right. And so I think he was coming from that perspective. Like, y'all don't understand. Y'all go too far too fast. And this man could be back in jail. Look what Duffy just said some weeks back. And Duffy spazzed out on his own wife. Like, he said, what you befriending these people could have gotten. You see what I'm saying? Even my husband, as much as y'all used to hear Braid King say, all these horrible things about my husband was the main one. Like, let it go. Let it go. That we don't want to see that young boy in no trouble, because he knows what it feels like to be behind there. So that's what people don't understand. Anybody who's ever been to jail is not trying to see someone else go to jail, especially on a humbug. You know what I'm saying? So they be quick to run to their rescue, even if it's someone they don't even like. I saw my husband do it with Break King. You know what I mean? He was like, that's a young guy. Ain't nobody think about that.
But I think that's the thing, Keyona. You remember when we had a conversation when that situation happened on your panel and you told that lady, hold up, she never disrespected you, back the fuck up. You came on a panel, you actually had a conversation with me. And one of the things that I say is that I'm not going to hear somebody who's screaming and yelling.
Right.
You hollering, screaming and yelling, especially when I'm pissed the fuck off, I'm not hearing none of that shit that you're talking about right now. It's fuck you and fuck everything. And to be honest with you, I don't have a problem with you specifically. The fact that you try to calm me down when I'm already pissed the fuck off is not the right way to do it. And a lot of times I say this a lot of times is that y'all don't know how to communicate with each other, specifically black people. You see somebody going off, you're then also jumping on the panel to try to explain to them what the fuck they just heard from somebody else is not reality. Instead of letting that person calm down and then you have a conversation with them, y'all don't tend to do that on this app. Y'all wait for when the shit popping off. That's when y'all want to have your advices and your opinions. And again, I'm going to say this. Slim is owed an apology because for that specific thing, he was 100% right. Even Keys. But nobody's trying to hear none of the fuck shit that you're saying because at this point, we just got this information. Everybody's heightened. Everybody just found out what the fuck Matt they just said. We found out that this man could be a creep and recording people's children. Like, you're on the panel screaming and hollering, and then the next day you spazzing out and saying you're gonna do a lot of like what? No one is trying to hear none of that stuff now. And I think that's where the downfall just went from downfall to downfall because a lot of people that be crashing out on this app, 99% of the time you realize that they're crashing out and it's not because they're being a clout chaser, it's because they're either being antagonized or somebody has done something to them. Right. But you guys dismiss them.
And see, but I feel like that's where we have the catch-22 at, right? Because of the fact that I can understand that's completely true in what you just said. No one's going to have understanding when this is going on in that present moment, especially when I've gotten woken up saying somebody's been recording my daughter dancing in a group chat. Exactly. No one's going to have that type of understanding.
If I learn anything, I do not wake a mother up in the middle of the night and give her that
shit like that. But on the flip side, I can see Slim's point of like, whoa, this came out and they've already put that jacket on. Let me try to get her to understand something before it goes further. Because if I sit on this
Southern, I'm not a mama. And I know how my mama get down behind me. Let me tell you something. I heard my mama on this app. My mama defend me. If you woke my mama up at 3 o'clock in the morning and said some random ass man recording me, fuck ho, I don't give a fuck what you're trying to tell me right now. What? I'm in protection and mother mode. That's and Slim as a father should have known. Right now, I'm gonna shut the fuck up for a moment. Let me come back later and just have a conversation.
That's a man thing. They don't get it. Like, yes, men are the protectors of the family, but really the mothers are the wait. We you know what I'm saying? Honey, while I'm praying, I'm in the grave. You go put them in the thing and do that thing there.
But see, here's the thing, how the way this app works, and that's the messed up part about it. The way this app works, Keyona, exactly what you said is 100% right. And in the event, I really feel like, and I'm not going to say if it was for sure or not, that's what he was thinking. But if I'm trying to stop something, I know if I let this go down and try to let it die down until morning time, guess what they could have had done by then? Call this man's PO. Like it could have gotten way far. Mm-hmm. Letting her calm down for me to have that conversation may be too much time before now this man is back in the clanker for nothing.
I don't agree.
I still feel like the people who knew the truth could have deaded it immediately. Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes me so
they had to leave this is what I don't understand, right? This is TikTok, right? And of all the people I know how to make yourself be a motherfucking fool on TikTok. But my thing is this Francesca don't make that much money over here, if any. Bella don't make her career is in healthcare, right? In the dentistry field. So even if you fucked up to the point where you had to leave the app, and I wouldn't even say the whole app, you can change the algorithm in 5 minutes. All you need to do is, like 5 of the same type of videos. The algorithm, oh, that's what you want now. right? So you didn't even have to necessarily leave the app. You could have just left this side of the app and went on with your life, and nothing that we said about you, none of our opinions of you would have mattered. But what you could have went to sleep saying, I knew I fucked up, but I didn't let somebody else be accused of it. I knew I fucked up, but I didn't let nobody else's child, couldn't go to the bus stop safely. That's the thing I don't get. Like, how weak are you, Frankie, to let it come? And let's call a thing, right? If we don't know anything about Imp, we know she is a solid person, right? There's a lot of people on this app, they roll with the motion. Imp, for the most part, when she see it, she check it at the door, right? And I will say that she based it upon the information that's given to her at that time. When she gets some more information, she'll regroup and be like, oh, I didn't know that. I give her that, right? Whatever information she got, she's gonna weigh in. Okay? Let's be clear. So I think that's why she went ahead and said, hey, you ain't gotta fuck with me no more. Because I think her whole thing was, this ain't that. Some people don't like shit like that's one of the worst things that you could do, because again, he could have went to jail. He could have went to the grave over what you let came out your mouth, and you knew the truth. And you knew he had just done 8, 9, 10 years or whatever it was. You knew the truth, and you spurted out a lie on an app that don't pay you. Don't pay you. Can't nobody over here do nothing to you but call you Francesca. Can't do nothing but cuss you out.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem. You let a man wear a jacket like that to save yourself from being cussed out? Not you. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem, because there was the notion, because y'all remember when I used to get on this app and I said, this shit can turn real life. And they used to say I'm delusional. But that's the thing. Y'all have played on this app like, oh, this is TikTok. We can say whatever we want to each other. And this is not real life.
Hold on.
And this shit's stupid.
Let us put some QL in it. Then she say, y'all take this app too serious. This app don't mean nothing to me. Didn't Frankie say that? Isn't she known for saying that? She literally said,
yeah. She kept saying it.
Yeah. I don't put that much on it, bro. I don't even really do. If it wasn't that serious, you could say, listen, hey, man, this dude didn't do this shit. We did this shit. And you can say me. I don't make no money. Y'all can kiss my ass. Good night.
And that's my thing, Keyona. It's like, at the end of the day, that's what kind of aggravated me with tonight. And I actually like Frankie, but that's what aggravated me tonight with the situation was the fact of, like, you were just being so nonchalant about the whole thing. She's like, well, I apologize. Okay, here's the thing. You apologized in Bella's court a week later after this whole thing my family has been through hell for a whole week. And then you decide to get in a panel and then apologize to me after a week. You knew, listen, if I don't care how close I am to someone, right? I could look at you like a sister. If I know we on the back end, we in the group chat XYZ, but I'm close to this other person as well. I'm gonna use like me and QL. Me and QL is close as heck, but I'm cool with Keyona too. And we all up in a group chat. And I hear QL say, well, yeah, it was Keys I was recording. Immediately, I'm going to be like, wait, hold up. Key didn't record nothing. I know that for a fact. Hold up, give me a second. I could pull up the group chat if I have to. QL, I don't know if you probably forgot. I don't know if you probably misspoke. You thought that was Keys, but it was not Keys, y'all. Key didn't do that. Right. QL, like I'll look up and I'll figure out who did it. Since we are here, I can find out who did it. But hold up, QL, Key didn't do that in this group chat, because especially as something that could lead to Key being looked at as a P3DO on a child. A crime against a child is one that is horrible. People don't let that go. So if I hear someone saying and I know better, and I hear someone saying that this person did a crime against a child, and I know for a fact I can produce the receipts to show that they did not, and I know it's wrong.
And
Listen,
that's
I
why I
don't care
think
if I
Imp is
don't like
like, we ain't gotta fuck with each other no more, because I think honestly Imp looking at Frankie real different right now.
because I don't care if I don't like you. I'm gonna
Real
clear it
different.
up. That's messed up. If I don't
Yeah.
like you, I'm still gonna clear that up because I'm not gonna let you wear that jacket.
Yeah,
But
I can't speak for Imp, but we all know the severity of that, and I don't. Most people wouldn't fuck with it, especially solid people. They wouldn't fuck with it.
baby, let's
So,
not even talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that I didn't even know Gypsy knew him. Let's talk about it. This is fuck a TikTok. Fuck a TikTok. His face is posted on TikTok. Motherfuckers in the real life walking around, because we know you say you're a P3DO in the streets, how motherfuckers
yeah,
react.
stop. Somebody wants this. Someone wants my attention. Someone named August Bajorn says, "Wait, Keyona did that to Kev." That's not true. That is not true.
You actually defended Kev until he snapped on you.
Actually, you're right about that. But here's the thing. There were accusations that the state took up and said, we believe this man harmed an 11-year-old child, 11, 12-year-old child, right? The state, with the evidence that they had in their possessions, said, we want to move forward with those accusations. For whatever reason, a jury of his peers says, we want to do a no bill. So Keys didn't have that situation. Right, exactly. It's paperwork.
Not even that. When it first came out, when I was in that live, let's not do this. When it first came out and the opposition put that in the chat and people were like, wait, is this true? Hold up. Keyona sat there and got in the panel and said, wait, I don't know about this. Like, no, she
my
was
exact words was, y'all don't do this. My exact words were, hey, y'all don't do this. Like,
she literally was trying to stop that. She said, listen, and before, if it really is true, I can figure it out. I can find out. But y'all, before y'all run with this, give me a second to find out, go to the courthouse, figure out the paperwork and see before y'all run with this. She didn't
I didn't say I would. Hold on. I didn't say I would go find out. What I said was, I have already been to the courthouse looking for shit on him, and I didn't find that.
That's true.
That's what I said. I had been to the courthouse, and that's why I don't believe it when him and I were beefing. And I didn't believe it because when I did my research on him, nothing of the sort came up. But when he started to threaten to sue me, not only did I have to record his videos every day where he was spazzing, saying he was going to sue me, I then had to start gathering the evidence. And that's what made me go to the courthouse to see, was there anything like that on him? So no. I said, based upon the fact I had previously been to the courthouse on him, that I didn't believe it.
And she stopped, like, she tried to stop that.
If he hadn't ever accused me, as God in heaven is my witness, I wasn't going to go in. Like, what? That ain't my business.
And I believe that, because when I tell you, when that first came out on that panel, Keyona was one of the only ones that was like, don't do this, y'all. Hold up. She wasn't even in the panel, but she came up on the panel.
I hit the button like, hold up. I don't think y'all got the right person. And they were like,
she didn't let that
I done looked at this man extensively, and I ain't seen nothing like that. Nothing. I don't even, maybe because it was a no bill, I don't know, but why it didn't come up in all my fucking research is a mystery to me. And that's sometimes why you have to keep these two things, you keep them motherfuckers shut, and all would have been well, because again, all I want to do is say, y'all don't do this. Don't put a jacket, because that's a serious jacket, right? We might be mad with him about how he fucked over people with the little players ball and the viewing, and but I'm not mad enough to put nothing like that on him. I ain't doing that, and I don't want to be a part of it and watch y'all do it. And that's why I tried to shut it down. I was literally not in the panel, which y'all know I'll stay in the damn panel. And I could have minded my black business down in the comments. But I didn't like that a black man was going to have that on, or any man for that reason, was going to have that on him. So I can offer some information that ain't probably him. I don't believe it's him. I've looked at him as stupid. That's not him, y'all. I don't believe it's that man. And I was just steady saying it. I don't believe it's that man. I don't believe it's that man.
She was probably one of the only people in the live that was
not the only person.
I don't remember
in that live actually.
Saying, yeah, we probably should.
He did not want that jacket put on him.
And this is why I say I got some. That's why I say I got to leave this side of TikTok, because I feel like history is being rewritten. Like a lot of people who are new, who wasn't physically there, are like listening to what a content creator is saying, and then they're just believing it. You didn't do the research. You haven't watched the videos. You didn't even ask the person. You're just walking around believing it. And as unfortunately, I feel like this is why we're always in some motherfucking situation that we got to go back and revise shit. Because if y'all just simply ask the person, well, what's your side to the story, and then make a conclusion, we wouldn't be here.
And I thank God that I do have, thank y'all for the gift. I do thank God for y'all who literally was saying it. Like, it was so many of y'all screaming, and thank you for still screaming tonight saying, Keyona, I remember that. Really, really remember that. You did not want to jacket.
Yeah, I was in that live. Like, that did not happen. And here's another thing I feel like on this app we need to do, right? Because I'm not saying guilty of it, but like kind of leaning towards that, right? Because y'all will hear what other content creators or other people will say about someone or whatever it may be, and then y'all will automatically draw like, oh, I don't like them. But you've never gotten the chance to understand or know them, right? Because there's so many people where I was like on the app and I'm like, I don't know if I care for that person that much. But then the more I'm like, okay, like, be open-minded to people, bro.
Like Alex.
Yeah, like, be open-minded to people, because just because someone else doesn't like them for whatever reason, that doesn't mean you have to not like them because of that reason. Get to know people for yourself. And if you are like, listen, I heard when you said this in this panel, I remember when you hosted this live, I remember when you did this, I don't know if I could rock with you, not because of nobody else, but because of me. I don't know if I could rock with you like that. You would see, because a whole lot of people, that's why there's so many people nowadays that are like, I ain't mess with you, I ain't fuck with you back then. However, you not that bad, because your people aren't getting the chance to know people for themselves. When you figure out and like know people for themselves, have an open mind about people.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting to know Alex now, and she's become one of my babies now,
Even the people that have probably done.
I tried to tell a lot of people didn't like Alex because Alex is more so of, well, I'm not gonna say intellectual. She's more so a person who talks about activism.
She'll know it all. She'll know
it all. But a lot of people didn't like her.
And once I told her that, I was like, you are so fucking smart, but sometimes we don't want to know your intellect. We just want to be on the bullshit. And it seemed like it clicked in her head, like, oh, that's why they be giving me a hard time? Yes, because sometimes we just want to be on the bullshit. We don't want you to bring Webster Dictionary, that shit right then and there. And
but a lot of the time,
she look like a fan ever since.
But I think that's the thing. I think a lot of the times y'all be on bullshit, but somebody got to tell y'all, hold up, y'all wrong. And I think y'all didn't like that. But now she doesn't. It's like, okay, well, we love Alex. And that's how, you see, I'm too petty. Some of y'all gonna always be blocked. Y'all say y'all didn't like me then, you gonna stay not liking me now.
But see, and that's, I think, even the people that may have done some stuff in the past, right? We're not perfect. Even some people that may have done some things in the past, that's one thing that I really love about AJ. Because AJ is like, listen, I don't care what you did a year ago. I don't care what you did 6 months ago. I'm going to get to know you for me. I'm going to get to know you for myself. Because even though you may have done X, Y, and Z back then, AJ's like, I believe people could learn from their mistakes. I believe people can grow from their mistakes. And it's true. People can learn from their mistakes. People can grow from their mistakes. The thing is, it's like, am I saying just trust them off bat? Nah, but like give people a chance to show you that, hey, yo, I'm not like that. Like, yeah, I made a few mistakes back then, but like I'm not on that no more. Or I've learned from the mistakes that I did back then. I've learned from those mistakes. People don't do that no more.
I don't believe that shit. I don't believe you can learn from your mistake. Like, I'm the type of person, if I click with you,
damn,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Auntie. If I click with you, I click with you. If I don't click with you, I don't click with you. So the minute I met Auntie Keyona, I clicked with her. Then the first thing she said, you know, you have peeps with my people, But I ain't jumping that shit. And I said, you know what? I respect that. And I had to fuck with that. And ever since that day, I've been clocked in with her.
I didn't like how, I mean, she literally, I'll never forget that. You literally came in the room. You didn't do shit. And the person was just like, I know you fucking lying.
And I still don't know who the fuck that lady was till this day.
Well, put it this way.
I
knew that she was going to get me back. I knew it was coming. She didn't like the fact that I don't think I did it in a disrespectful way, even though how disrespectful she was to you. I was like, whoa, I fuck with the Haitians. You can't do that now. That's not going to work. Thank you. She ain't done nothing. And you don't have a whole, you know.
Crazy. We're talking about this because QL, you need to stop talking too so you can be good bad for Friday. But it's funny we talking about this because Keyona, I couldn't stand your ass. I couldn't stand you.
I liked it, Keyona.
And you know what? It wasn't my beef. It wasn't my business. It wasn't for me to stay into. It was like people was talking. All I would hear, Keyona did this. Keyona did this. Keyona. So when you went live, I never came in your lives. Or, I never. It's like, okay, if she that bad, I'm not going around her. Or I see you come in the room cussing somebody. I was like, oh, this woman here is mean. But it was something. It was right before you went away. We started frequenting spaces together. I put it that way because I'm a mod for Glock. That's my girl. I fuck with Glock the long way. But that's when I started seeing you in a different light. And I was like, Keyona is not bad. She ain't like everybody say that. So if you don't pick with her, she really ain't gonna pick with you.
Everybody keeps saying that now, and I'm like,
but that's the thing. But that's the thing, Auntie Keyona. But that's the thing, Auntie Keyona. It's because big platforms will make you seem like you crazy. Like they don't fucked around and antagonize you. Like Icy Bliss, she keeps saying Erica is fucking with her, and because a lot of people are cool with Erica, they're pretending like Icy Bliss is the fucking problem. You seen a whole panel of people jumping on Icy Bliss because of because they're cool with Erica. But let's history talk. Erica has fucked with me, fucked with Shada, jumped in other people's motherfucking business, so fucked with Keyona. So there has to be a correlation here. This lady is not crashing out just because she want to crash out. Like, I think that's the problem that we have had on this app is that some of y'all, let's be honest, I ain't gonna say I'm perfect. I done cussed a couple people out that don't deserve to be cussed out. But I feel like y'all need to call out y'all friend. Just because you're cool with that person does not mean that your friend is always right. Especially if they have a history and a pattern of fucking with people. If you're antagonizing people and you see somebody crashing out consistently, that means something is wrong. You have done something to that person. And that's why I feel like a lot of people was dismissing Keyona. But when I came to Keyona's live and I actually listened to what the fuck she was saying, I said, yeah, that shit makes sense because I've watched that person do it to other people.
Right.
What I will say,
I had to see it for myself.
I'm glad you're getting to know me. Listen, I'll tell anybody. I have a mean streak in me? Absolutely. I'm a Greer. Greers are some of the meanest motherfuckers ever, but let me tell you about, we are inherently will give you the shirt off our back. We hate to see people suffer. We hate to see people like I said, Kev had just fucked me over. Right? And I literally was like, y'all not finna do that man like that now. Not on my watch. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like stuff like that. Right? I didn't like, me and Barb, she says she'll been on my street at my house. But I didn't like the fact that a mother, somebody had their child in that, you know what I mean? That phone. So I was like, fuck what me and Barb got going on. You know what I mean? I'm team mom and I don't like stuff like, so whatever I believe in, I'm going to stand up for. Does it get me in the hot seat a lot of times? Yeah. But at least I can say I stood on business. You know what I'm saying? I stood up for that. And, it happened to bite me in the ass with the Kev the comment situation because maybe had I stayed my ass in the comments, he would have been like, I can't blame Keyona because I didn't even know if she was in the room or not. You feel what I'm saying? So
I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of agree with Sweet because in the beginning I didn't really care for Keyona, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. It was with when you and Petty was going back and forth with each other, and you was like, "I'll pull up." They're like, now looking back at it, I understand. No. looking back at it from what it sounded in that live was like you'll pull up people's addresses. And I'm like, wait, she's an
Oh, I thought you
attorney.
said pull up
Hold
our
up.
house. Oh,
No,
hell
no,
no.
no, no,
On
no,
the
no,
side, I
no.
found out she
But
lived
it's
way
like
too far.
it from the way it sounded in that live and
Yeah.
the way it sounded and the way it was like being spun was like, oh, she's gonna use her credentials to do. And then Kiana's like, I
That
don't
was
care.
y'all's first
This is the
introduction of
number,
me.
right?
That
And she
was
said, I don't
y'all
care.
first
Here's the number.
introduction of me.
Here's the number. Call them. And I'm like, is this lady crazy? Like
Because
she's
I knew the
literally
truth.
telling them,
I knew the
right?
truth. I knew the state was going to tell y'all. We don't give her any credentials that she can use. We give her a license number. That's it. That's all.
The next person that say I didn't like Keyona, you getting muted and dropped. We get it. Quit it.
Oh, I love
But
Keyona now,
Kiana,
Shady.
I
I
have
love
loved
her
her since
now.
day
I
one.
love
Stop
her.
it.
Now.
Tell me they don't like me. I can't wait when I start back up my
listen,
podcast.
QL, I've been in
You
love with
don't
you,
like
baby.
me in
I've
the
been in love
beginning
with you.
because you was a bone collector. Like the bone collectors hated me. Me and Junior
No,
Bone was talking about that like what day before yesterday. Because Bone is like when I say that's my baby, that's my baby. But I couldn't stand her and she couldn't stand me in the beginning. It was
Kiana, I
like
was your mod from when you first started. You modded me. That's not true. Yes, I have your
now
number.
see,
when
I
I'm
did
called
you
also
you.
say
Not
it?
FWA. Queen
Yeah,
Jules
that's
modded me the first time
crazy.
she met me too.
Yeah. The
And then she turned around and said she
nails.
didn't like
You
me.
the one with the
yeah, Shaded was the
Hold
nails
on.
before
Let
she
her
was
talk.
ever
I can't
bone
hear her.
collector.
What did you just say?
the
You the one that what?
nails. You used to call me.
We talked on the phone one time. Yeah, you and I. I used to be on my way back then, right when you first started, when you branched off and started making your own lives. I was your mod.
You did. Let me tell you, I keep telling y'all. That's why it'd be so funny when people be like, "Oh, Keyona, look up people's stuff. Keyona will stalk people." I'd be like, I don't even. I thought you and Callie Kisses was the same motherfucking person. Okay, so who is the girl? Because there was a girl who wound up being a dime piece that did nails too, and she had a really soft voice.
I was never done pieced.
I don't go to y'all.
But
So
my bone collector name was, what the
do
fuck was
y'all
it? It was
remember this girl? Cause when I had the chicken shack,
Mama
remember I
Page.
did an all day live gospel music, and she came up there and said she was thinking of maybe like harming herself, or she was really depressed. She wound up being a dime piece, and when I say she turned against me, she turned against me.
That's what you get, because you was over here sticking up for the dime pieces, and look at you.
Wait, bald head. That's facts. Here's the thing. I didn't know Kiana with her real estate
She was
lives.
into
However,
nails.
when that stuff happened, and then Kiana came back. Well, she didn't come back, but she was on the app making content. I followed Kiana at that time. She
My
was
name
making
is
content.
Slay.
She was making real estate content. And when I tell you, I was on them motherfucking videos. Listen, I'm like, this woman is so knowledgeable. I was on that. I don't know if Kiana even seen me in her views, but I was stalking her page because I was like, I like these goddamn videos. Like, this is teaching me so much about buying
I
houses.
promise y'all, I'm gonna go back to real estate video because everybody keeps, when I first came over, I didn't even, hey V Clay baby, when I first came over, I ain't even gonna lie, I was doing like lives, and like the first month I made like was it one something? I made $100,000, no lie, and